Under the Influence is back once again, and it is Devilito Belgian Style, and this is by a brewery out of Casper, Wyoming called Gruner, I think I'm saying that right, Gruner Brothers Brewing. Picked this up on vacation in South Dakota and Wyoming earlier this summer, so let's give it a try. Definitely has a nice, rich scent to it. Oh wow. It's kind of hard to describe the taste. It's a little on the heavy side, I think, but it's really kind of smooth, and I'm digging it. 8.3% alcohol by volume, by the way, on this one. And because it is Devilito, and this is Wrestling Under the Influence, I've got to talk about the man that everybody thought was the devil at one time or another, and some to this day still believe that Kevin Sullivan is or was possessed by Satan. He was a very convincing professional wrestler, I thought, as a kid growing up and seeing him for the first time in the After magazines. The pictures of him in Fallen Angel, who of course later became Woman, and Purple Haze, and Maniac Mark Lewin, some of those guys. It was creepy and it was scary, and it was like, man, I bought into it. You know, these full color photos and, you know, the articles and stuff, you just really, and this was coming out of Florida, so I was convinced as a kid that this guy really was the devil. And of course, he goes to Jim Crockett Promotions and forms the Varsity Club, which I thought was an odd thing for that gimmick to be a part of, but it worked, and I thought the Varsity Club was a very underrated group in those early days of WCW. I think it might have still been part of the NWA Crockett Promotions and kind of making that transition. But then, of course, the hokiness and the fun, I thought, of the Dungeon of Doom and the individuals that came through that stable. It was great, and Kevin Sullivan made all that, and you know, his feud later with Brian Pillman and Chris Benoit. An underrated individual, I think, in the world of professional wrestling. So cheers to Kevin Sullivan. And as far as Wrestling Under the Influence, the rating, I'm going to give this one a 2 count. It's not bad. It's not something that I will flock and run to again. But again, it is called Devilito, and it is out of Gruner, Gruner Brothers Brewing, out of Casper, Wyoming. So have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll talk again soon.